Body of man found in shallow grave in Southborough in Portmore. The body of a man was discovered in a shallow grave in the Southborough area of Portmore in St. Catherine on Tuesday. Deputy Superintendent of Police Michael Campbell says detectives were currently at the scene, but the investigation is being hampered by inclement weather and the densely wooded area where the body was found. Campbell is attached to the St. Catherine South Police. Teen charged in 20-year-old college student's murder remanded. The teenager charged with the murder of 20-year-old student Akila White was remanded when he appeared in the Manchester Family Court on Tuesday. The teenage boy is to reappear in court on July 16. The accused was charged with only with intent following the incident at the Catholic College of Mandeville in Manchester. A police report said on May 13 about 11:50 a.m. an argument developed between White and another student. The teen reportedly left the area and later returned with a knife, which he allegedly used to inflict wounds to White's upper body and the shoulder. Another male student who tried to intervene in the dispute was also stabbed in the incident. White and the injured boy were taken to hospital, where the 20-year-old was pronounced dead. The other student received treatment. Flooding marooned students and teachers at Baxter's Mountain Primary in St. Mary. Dozens of teachers and students were marooned at the Baxter's Mountain Primary School in Alata Bay, St. Mary, as torrential rainfall continues to impact several communities in the parish. On Tuesday, heavy rains, which started about mid-morning, inundated Affording, rendering the roadway leading to the school impassable to vehicular and pedestrian traffic. Member of Parliament for St. Mary Southeastern Dr. Norman Dunn says the ford was constructed as an alternative to a now-abandoned bridge. I understand the fear, concern and anxiety of residents in that area who are affected by the flooding roadway, Dunn told reporters. Students and teachers were also affected, and there was now a definite need to have the original bridge replaced. The bridge fell into a state of despair about 25 years ago, and having learned about the plight faced by residents, I have been lobbying for a bridge to replace the old one. The community of Boxers Mountain is accessible via Affording, which I built about 5 years ago as an alternative, he stated. JUTC to pay nearly $6 million to engineer injured in bus crash. The Jamaican Urban Transit Company JUTC is to pay $5.8 million to a motorcyclist who was hit and injured by one of its buses in 2018. Romani Buginam, a 27-year-old engineer, was riding his bicycle along the Port Royal Main Road on November 14 when a bus driven by Winston Allison swerved into his path and caused him to fall from the bike. He filed a negligence claim in 2019, and on May 17 this year, Justice Andrea Thomas handed down judgment in his favor. The JUTC and Allison, who were first and second defendants, blamed Bugingham for causing the accident by riding into the path of the bus while negotiating a corner. But the rider asserted that he was not speeding and was adamant during his evidence that he did not cause the collision because he was traveling about 35 to 40 kilometers per hour in his correct lane. He argued that it was the bus, which was traveling in the opposite direction, encroached on his side of the road. Allison, who was the driver of the bus, had testified that he saw the motorcycle coming fast and wide around the bend, and to avoid a head-on collision with the biker, he veered left. He said the biker slammed into the front section of the right side of the bus. A passenger on the bus, Erica Young and Dennis Bogle, an accident investigator for the JUTC, gave evidence for the state-owned company. Justice Thomas was not convinced by the JUTC defense, noting that the company's case had unexplained discrepancies and inconsistencies. She said the driver was evasive, unreliable, and unconvincing. The judge said the investigator's evidence was supportive of Buckingham's account of the accident. The passenger's evidence, she said, was unreliable. I find that the rider had proven on a balance of probabilities that the collision was caused by Allison driving the bus on Buckingham's side of the road when it was not safe to do so, the judge concluded. The medical evidence revealed that the rider was admitted to hospital for 12 days and suffered lacerations and fractures to his right forearm. The judge said from the medical evidence, the rider was still having problems moving his hand freely and was still unable to make a full fist, had difficulty lifting objects, still experiencing shocking sensation in his right hand and unable to write and exercise as he was accustomed to do. The rider was awarded $5.7 million in general damages for pain and suffering and loss of amenities. Interest was awarded to the amount of the rate of 3% from November 21 to 2019 to the date of payment. Special damages in the sum of $156,440 was interest at 3% from November 14, 2018 to the date of the payment was awarded to the claimant. The rider was represented by attorneys at law Christine Maid Hunson and Judisca Shaw, instructed by Kay Churchill, Nita and Company. Attorneys at law Alison Gill Bryan and Latoya Kelly, instructed by Kimberly Gibson, represented the defendants. CXC reverses decision to cut some certifications. The Caribbean Examination Council (CXC) has reversed its decision to discontinue certification of certain subjects after consultation with regional ministers of education. Dr. Wayne Wesley, Registrar and CEO of CSEC, told reporters that about turn by the regional examination body is in the best interest of the region. In the meeting yesterday morning with ministers and hearing their perspective on some of the challenges and concerns that they have, as well as listening to the voice of our key stakeholders in the public, we then decided that it is in the best interest, the collective regional good, to let these subjects continue to be made available to the region, he stated. Citing no enrollment, the CSEC said in May that it would be suspending certification for mechanical engineering at the CSEC level and green generating, electrical and electronics engineering and technology, and agricultural science double award at the Cape level. Its decision caused alarm in the education sector, with stakeholders blasting the agency's explanation as insufficient while criticizing its monopoly on terminal exams in the region. But Wesley noted that the deliberation with the Ministers of Education reinforced the need for a collective regional marketing thrust to promote the priority subject areas in STEM, education and climate-smart agriculture, which are considered critical for the economic growth and sustainable development of the region. Of significance too, he added, with the requirement for the education system to be resourced to deliver on some or all of these subject areas. The ministers were forthright in their positions, pledging their support for CSEC and for more direct lines of communications with the Council, Wesley stated. Further, he said that CSEC has also adopted new generation technology and science programs, but some are not yet at the desired level of demand. He stressed that regional governments will work with CSEC in building demand for these new programs to make their costs viable. Jamaica records historic 2 million visitors in first 5 months of the year. The Ministry of Tourism is reporting that Jamaica recorded over 2 million visitors in the first 5 months of 2024, which it notes is a historic achievement. It says preliminary data reveal that the country saw 1.2 million stopovers visitors and 743,812 crew passengers between January and May. This saw the tourism industry attaining US $1.9 billion in earnings. In a release, the tourism minister noted that Americans have their eyes on Jamaica this summer. It cited Expedia's 2024 Summer Travel Overlook report within indicate that Montego Bay is a top international destination U.S. travelers are seeking for the upcoming summer travels. It was also highlighted that Google Flights recently revealed that Jamaica is one of the most frequently searched destinations for U.S.-based families. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett remarked that Jamaica has an irresistible allure as a premier destination. We are seeing the fruits of our collective labor, and I am pleased that through public and private sector partnerships, our tourism product continues to be highly sought after, stated Bartlett. For the first time, Jamaica has recorded this historic figure of 2 million visitors within the first 5 months of the year, and this is a testament to the confidence of our partners and visitors have in the destination, he added. He stated that upcoming summer festivals are expected to further grow tourism numbers. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.